Hey, my name is Dayterica Menefee, and I did my signature project on promoting social emotional learning in elementary schools. This is a descriptive study on promoting social emotional learning in elementary schools. The problem is, should social emotional learning be promoted in schools, in elementary schools? This project is intended to determine if differences exist in the perceptions of key stakeholders toward the school's use of social emotional learning in the classroom. I chose to do this because I currently teach social emotional learning to my pre-K students, and I've noticed how effective it could be to their learning. So the question before I show you the data, the question um, is, in your opinion, please say how important you think social emotional learning is in terms of helping improve the following issues that may exist at your school. This survey comes from Morning Consult. They conducted a survey and with parents, teachers, and administrators. So the data from Morning Consult is to the left. Based on the data, you can tell that it's very important that social emotional learning is in schools. Teachers and administrators cited negative student behaviors such as bullying as the most important issue. Parents cited improving school safety as the most important issue. Summary of background investigation. So, some issues of social emotional learning, and this is just a few: behavior issues, school safety, bullying, and negative school climate. Students that have been taught social emotional learning skills show a decrease in adverse outcomes such as emotional distress and drug use and conduct problems. Social emotional learning programs can increase students' pro-social behaviors and reduce conduct and internalizing problems. Social emotional learning theory. So the social emotional learning theory has 5 core competencies. One of them, the first one is self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, relationship skills, responsible decision-making skills. Social emotional learning is when children develop awareness and management of their feelings through a process. When all of these 5 core competencies have been met, learning is then possible. So here's the action plan. The sampling method that I use is stratified sampling. It was chosen to highlight a specific group in the population. The population will be 600 parents, 45 teachers, and 2 administrators. Action plan instrumentation. The instrumentation that will be used is a survey that will be administered on Survey Planet. Questions on there will ask them about their age, race, ethnicity, and their child's experiences with social emotional learning skills, and many more questions. The student the study will be a collaborative effort with Jefferson County Board of Education. The researcher will inform them of the results and work with them about promoting social emotional learning in the elementary schools. Okay, this is the action plan, and I put it into a graph, and there's 4 steps. The first step is to send a letter of consent home to parents and put the letter of consent in the administrators and teachers box at the school. They'll have 1 week to complete it. The second step is collect the letter of consent forms from them, and that'll take 1 day. The survey will be sent out in a link on Remind to Parents and through an email to teachers and administrators. And that will be open for 1 week. Collect data. So once I get done collecting the data, this This will be at the end of the year. I'll collect the data and analyze the results. Descriptive statistics will be used to report central tendencies of measures of variability within the survey. Action plan, internal and external validity. One external validity to this research is the participants may have a different experience with social emotional learning. Another limitation of this project is the drive for participation in the survey. If I don't have enough people that participates in the survey, then the overall results of this project is compromised. When participants are answering the question, they could rush through the survey or make untrue answers, which shows the research to be not trustworthy, which will prove internal validity. Ethical considerations, confidentiality. This survey is totally confidential. They will not have to put any identifiable information on there, no name, any of that. And the special populations, everybody will be of age. The IRB. There will be consent forms sent to teachers, parents, and administrators. The consent form will be collected in a box in the office at the school. The results of this study will enhance student achievement because schools may begin to offer more professional development in social emotional learning. To see student achievement growth, the researcher will need to see what the parents, teachers, and administrators, all the stakeholders believe that social emotional learning can enhance learning by looking at the results. Here's a reflection. One thing I would change about this experiment is that I would do a phone interview instead of a survey. And I say this because parents are able to ask questions, even though I will be providing them with the vocabulary for some of the language that's used on the survey. I would rather do it over the phone. Maybe they can ask questions when they don't understand, and I can go in depth and explain to them more versus them just answering on a survey. And I feel like more people will answer the phone rather than going back in their phone and remembering to complete their survey that was sent to them. Another thing I would change is I would do a survey with pre-kindergarten teachers and parents versus another grade that has been taught social emotional learning. Reflection. The additional research that could be done in this area to improve student achievement is by testing social emotional learning on some students. The end.